Bagi banyak wisatawan asing, khususnya yang berasal dari Eropa seperti Inggris, keamanan merupakan salah satu faktor paling penting ketika mengunjungi negara di Asia Tenggara. Mereka mungkin terpesona dengan pantai tropis, kuliner yang eksotis, dan budaya yang kaya. Tetapi satu hal yang selalu ada di benak mereka adalah, apakah ini aman? Dan apakah orangnya ramah? Ya, kenyamanan dalam berwisata tentu saja adalah hal yang wajib, dan negara Asia Tenggara sendiri dikenal sebagai kawasan yang penuh warna. Dan sayangnya, bagi sebagian bule barat, apa yang mereka alami justru malah sebaliknya. Hal ini dirasakan oleh seorang bule bernama Debbie. Dalam akunnya, ia bercerita tentang pengalaman buruknya ketika berada di Malaysia, di mana dirinya mendapatkan pengalaman kurang mengenakan ketika berada di sana.
Last summer, I was backpacking through Southeast Asia solo for most of it. The only time that I was not going to be alone was when I went to Malaysia and I was going to be meeting up with a couple of friends that I've met previously on another trip. I had food poisoning at this point in my trip, so spirits were low. I just left my Airbnb in Kuala Lumpur to go meet up with my friend at the train station. During my very quick 5-minute walk, I needed to get to a bathroom immediately. I ended up going into like a fast food, I think it was like a fried chicken place. When I went up to the counter, I asked the woman if there was a restroom. She was incredibly dismissive and rude. She told me I needed to buy something. I told her I'd buy a bottle of water. She kind of slammed the bottle of water down on the counter. I gave her my card. I asked her where the bathrooms were, and she just stared at me. I asked her where the bathroom was again, and she pointed to the steps, signaling upstairs. At this point, I'm like, what the hell is this girl's problem? I get up to the bathroom, and I see that there needs to be a code. And I'm like, oh my god, she didn't give me the code. I'm like already flustered because of that interaction, plus I'm in pain. So I go back downstairs and I go to another counter and I don't see the girl, but I see a guy and I ask him what the code is for the bathroom. He tells me, oh, it's right on your receipt. I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. Sorry, I must have missed. The same woman pops out and says to him, don't help her. So I look at her and I say, why are you being mean to me? All I need to do is use the bathroom. And she's laughing. Okay, fine, I go back upstairs, I'm putting the code in, I'm using the bathroom. As I'm using the bathroom, I hear like dialing on the magnetic key code. And now I'm thinking that she's about to open the bathroom while I'm using it. There's like a bidet sprayer there, so I'm like, okay, if she opens the door, like I'm gonna spray her. She never opened the door, quite the opposite. So now when I'm done, I'm trying to leave and I'm locked in. My handle on the inside is turning, but the magnetic lock is locked. I'm unable to get out. I'm like double checking that this is actually the case, and no, I'm not getting out. Now like knocking on the door, being like, hello, like knocking, and all I hear is this woman laughing. Thank God I was not completely alone during this time. I call my friend, who I have not seen in a year, and I'm like, you need to come to this place and let me out of the bathroom. The woman locked me in. She was super close, so after like a minute or two, she comes and lets me out. When we come out, the woman is like lingering nearby cleaning, and she's refusing to look at us. If this happened at any other point of my 3-week-long trip, and I was completely alone, I truly do not know what I would have done. I didn't have the best service, so I was nervous that my call with my friend was even gonna drop, and in that moment I realized I didn't even know the emergency line in Malaysia. I initially thought that this woman was just kind of being a jerk, but then when I ended up telling my family and friends from home, their immediate reaction was, you're so lucky, it could have been like human trafficking.
Ya, selama ini, negara Asia Tenggara cukup dikenal sebagai negara yang penuh dengan keramahan dan adab sopan santun. Namun apa yang dirinya alami ketika berada di sana tentu saja sangat mengejutkan baginya. Dirinya tak menyangka akan mengalami hal yang cukup menyeramkan seperti itu. Bertemu dengan orang aneh, dikunci di dalam kamar mandi. Tentu ini adalah pengalaman yang sangat-sangat tidak menyenangkan. Tentu, pengalaman-pengalaman seperti itu cukup membuat citra negara Asia Tenggara menjadi turun. Dan Indonesia sudah pasti diragukan oleh bule mancanegara. Tapi, meskipun ada banyak cerita seperti itu yang dialami oleh banyak bule mancanegara, ketika bule datang ke Indonesia, ternyata malah mendapatkan pengalaman yang sangat jauh berbeda. Banyak bule dibuat kaget bukan main ketika berkunjung ke Indonesia. Persepsi awal yang mengira kalau semua negara Asia Tenggara sama, runtuh ketika melihat secara langsung di Indonesia. Banyak bule merasakan kalau ternyata di negara kita sangat berbeda jauh. Banyak bule merasa sangat aman dan nyaman, karena orang Indonesia begitu ramah, mudah tersenyum, dan memiliki rasa empati yang sangat tinggi. Hal ini dirasakan oleh salah seorang wanita, di mana ia dibuat kagum dengan kebaikan orang Indonesia.
No, I'm sorry. How are the Balinese people the warmest, most joyful, and generous people that I've ever met? Mind you, I've been to 80 countries and this is my 4th time in Bali, and every single time, people are so kind, friendly, and warm. Despite the over-tourism, despite like the rainy days, I've just never met a Balinese person who has not been a warm, friendly, and with a smile on their face. Even when it's not being reciprocated, I have seen so many tourists who come from different cultures who are just not warm, Americans like myself. Every single time I am challenged to be a better, kinder, warmer person, and it literally inspires me to bring that back wherever I go. The people are the #1 reason why I keep coming back to this destination alone. Like, it's so far from everything. I don't think I would want to take that 22-hour flight, but the people and the culture is what makes it so incredible.
Ya, dirinya dibuat begitu takjub dengan sikap dan sifat orang Indonesia. Dan dirinya benar-benar terinspirasi dengan orang Indonesia. Gak cuman itu, seorang bule bernama Annabelle juga merasakan hal yang sama. Dirinya dibuat begitu takjub dan merasakan kedamaian yang begitu luar biasa ketika berada di Indonesia.
One thing I've noticed whilst I've been out here on my own, each time I've had like a bit of a wobble or thought, I kind of miss home a tiny bit, or just not felt myself, you would be amazed when solo traveling how quickly you either meet other people or you get chatting to other people, and what a difference it makes to how you feel. So the other night, maybe like a night ago, 2 nights ago, I don't know, I just felt really anxious and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. But you know, everything's always worse when you're tired, isn't it? My mum always says that to me, so I was like, I'll be fine in the morning. Anyway, got up in the morning, still didn't feel 100%, and I thought, oh, what's going on? Anyway, I thought I'm going to get a Grab, I needed to get an eyeliner and bits from a makeup shop, so I thought I'll be fine. And got on the Grab, and the driver was so lovely. He was like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? And that day, I then met so many people, just whether it was Grab driver, whether it was people in cafes, whether, you know, just people as you're sort of going about your day. And I thought, oh my God, it just shows you, if you think you're not going to meet people while solo traveling, you 1,000,000% will. I sat at home and was like, oh, I probably won't end up, like, what's the chances of meeting people and talking to people? You'd be amazed. You'd literally be amazed. And it's so nice because I went back that afternoon, I was like, oh my God, I've had such a lovely morning. I had like the most amazing day, met so many people, done so much in my day, even chilled at the beach on my own for a bit, but I don't know, I just had such a nice day. And I think if you stay in your hotel room and you're anxious and you don't feel like yourself, you just got to go out and about, because it is so quick that people will speak to you and you feel so much better. And I just thought it's so nice because it's just a prime example of showing.
Dari sini kita bisa mengambil sebuah kesimpulan, bahwa Indonesia berhasil menunjukkan sisi terbaiknya dalam hal keamanan dan keramahan. Sementara di beberapa negara lain, wisatawan mungkin merasa asing dan tidak diterima. Di Indonesia justru sebaliknya, mereka disambut layaknya keluarga. Kisah ini bukan sekadar cerita seorang bule yang terkesan dengan kebaikan orang Indonesia, tapi juga pelajaran penting tentang bagaimana budaya dan sikap masyarakat bisa menciptakan rasa aman yang sesungguhnya.